Hello children, today we will start with the poem What a Bird Thought from Unit 1, Chapter 1. First, let us read the poem together. What a bird thought. I lived first in a little house and lived there very well. The world to me was small and round and made of pale blue shell. I lived next in a little nest, nor needed any other. I thought the world was made of straw and covered by my mother. One day I fluttered from the nest to see what I could find. I said, "The world is made of leaves. I have been very blind." At last I flew beyond the tree and saw the sky so blue. Now, how the world is really made, I cannot tell, can you? Well done, children. The poem What a Bird Thought is a narration by a bird. In this poem, the bird describes the experience of growing up and the way it sees the world. Now, let us read and understand each stanza. Let us begin with the first stanza. I lived first in a little house and lived there very well. The world to me was small and round and made of pale blue shell. Children, can you guess what can be the first house of the bird? Yes, it is the bird's egg. In the first stanza, the bird says that it used to live in a little house. Here, the bird refers to the egg that it hatched from. Children, as the bird had not seen anything but its egg, therefore it feels that the world is limited to its egg. The bird describes the world, which in the case of the bird's limited understanding is the egg, using words like small, round and pale blue shell. Children, let us now move on to the second stanza. I lived next in a little nest, nor needed any other. I thought the world was made of straw and covered by my mother. In the second stanza, the bird says that it lived in a little nest and it was protected by its mother. If you notice, in the third line of the second stanza, the bird says that the world was made of straw. Children, why do you think the bird says that? Is it because the world is actually made of straw? Or can you think of any other reason? Let me tell you. The bird says that the world is made of straw because birds usually make use of straw to build their nest. The bird, as compared to the first stanza where it lived in an egg, now lives in a nest and now therefore feels that the world is made of straw. Children, can you see how the bird's understanding of the world or how it sees the world has changed? Let us now move on to the third stanza. One day I fluttered from the nest to see what I could find. I said, The world is made of leaves. I have been very blind. In the third stanza, the bird has grown a little and is now trying to fly. As it struggles or learns how to fly, it observes the green leaves of the tree where the mama bird had made its nest. The bird realizes that the world is not limited to the straw or the dry grass that surrounded its nest. The word fluttered means fly unsteadily by flapping wings quickly and lightly. Children, do you remember what the bird thought about the world in the first two stanzas? In the beginning, the bird thought the world was made of egg. Then, as the bird grows, it feels that the world is made of straw. And in the third stanza, the bird feels that it was blind as the world is actually made of leaves. Children, do you agree with the bird? Is the world made only of leaves? Let's move on to the fourth stanza and see what the bird thinks about the world now. At last I flew beyond the tree and saw the sky so blue. Now, how the world is really made, I cannot tell. Can you? At last the bird is old enough to fly away from the nest. The bird flew beyond the trees and saw the endless blue sky. The bird is now confused and doesn't know what the world is really made of. The bird ends the poem by asking a question. The bird is asking us if we can tell how the world is really made. Children, do you know how the world is made? Can you answer the bird's question? Do think about it.